Hello, my name is Marlyss Auster and welcome to Our Ventura TV. Today I have Stacey Zarazua with us. She's the aquatic supervisor for the Ventura Parks and Rec Department. Welcome, Stacey.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's exciting to have you because I know we all as Ventura residents have this idea of what the Aquatic Center is. Tell us what you do. Tell us what the offerings are.
Well, a typical day at the Aquatic Center, we opened back in 2005, so we're we've hit 10 years in October, last October. And a typical day for the Aquatic Center is we open at 5:30 for masters, and we'll have
in the morning?
5:30 in the morning,
Ooh.
Monday through Friday, and then we go into masters, lap swim, water exercise, Ventura College aquatic classes, swim team, club water polo, swim lessons, back to lap swim. So the Aquatic Center's day is very full, typically 5:30 to 8:30 at night, Monday through Friday, with different things going on. For me, my typical day is a lot of communication with our residents, a lot of staff scheduling, staff training, budgeting. So my job is actually behind the scenes, coordinating what happens, doing the brochure, coming up with the classes, and working with our community partners.
So tell me a little bit about the community partners. Like, who are those key ones that you're working with to kind of put this whole big puzzle together?
Yes, our partners are key to the operations. With aquatics, it is very costly to maintain and operate, so our partners are critical. Our main ones are, we've partnered with Ventura Community College since 2009. When their pool closed down, they came to us and they pay the going rental rates. However, we consider them a partner. We get a lot of our staff from them. We work very closely with them. They can hold their water polo tournaments with us, their swim meets with us. Another key partner is the Ventura Swim Club. They've been with us since we opened in 2005, so they're with us year-round, consistent, ongoing revenue, make sure that our pool water isn't empty. Empty water is dead water. They also bring in very large, out-of-state and throughout California swim meets, so a great boost to visitors to Ventura. So they're another key partner, and then we have Gold Coast Water Polo.
Okay, that's a big sport these days.
Water polo is very popular, especially not only with the youth. We also have adult drop-in water polo. It's just active. It's a team sport. It's very intense, very competitive.
I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah.
So, and then Kaiser Permanente is another key partner with us. They've been very supportive with our Learn to Swim and serving our underserved at-risk population. So they've been granting us, I think for the last 3-4 years. So they've been an integral part of serving throughout Ventura, kids on West End, East End. We work with our local Title I schools and the PEAK program. So I would say those are our 4 main consistent partners here in Ventura.
That's a lot of coordinating.
Yes.
And then of course there's the residents, right? Because I mean, I know that you were part of a master plan for that whole park.
Yes.
That is a community park for all of us that I know we use all the time. And we're always in need of more fields, and then how does the Aquatic Center wrap into that? So you mentioned you do community communication. What are you telling them about availability, and how does the community get involved with what you're offering?
For the Aquatic Center, it's great for me and my staff because we're out there, we're out-based, we're not up at City Hall, so we're very tangible. So we not only field a lot of the Aquatic Center calls and questions, but we're the first point of contact for field questions or irrigation questions or graffiti, concerns.
Okay. Right.
So we are just ready for those questions, and the front counter staff out at the Aquatic Center are very good at getting people to the right person that can help them and assist with their questions. in regards to coordinating, and you know, when soccer is on, the fields are packed. The parking is all taken up. So I work very closely with the Parks Department to coordinate when we do large events versus when they do large events. So it is a lot of collaboration, not only within our own department, but throughout the city, to make sure that we're maximizing the usage for the whole park as well as the aquatic center.
Right. Now, as a mom, the safety is always a real big issue when it comes to anything dealing with pools. I know that you offer some safety classes.
Yes.
What are those? Are they just seasonal, or how does a mom find out about more info, or a dad for that matter, about more family safety swimming time?
So for the safety, it's a key part for us. So all of our instructors are American Red Cross certified in water safety instructor, as well as lifeguard training instructor, and our CPR. Everything's American Red Cross. Nice. I was very surprised when I came to the city of Ventura that there was no aquatic program ran by the city or facility run since 1930. And being a coastal community and childhood drownings, one of the leading causes of death, there was a huge need to teach our kids how to swim out here. So we do run swim lessons spring, summer, and fall. We used to do year-round. We are an outdoor facility. We found that in the wintertime and the rainy season, it tends to just get too chilly. So we do offer learn to swim lessons from infant all the way up to adult through those seasons. On top of that, we do offer safety classes year-round in regards to CPR training for the general public, adult, child, and infant. We do lifeguard training. We do first aid. So we do those courses starting up in January, once a month. I think it's the first or second week of every month, and it's just reoccurring. So lately, Red Cross, since 2011, Red Cross has done some reorganization. So our local chapter moved down to Camarillo, and in general, there's not a lot of CPR classes being offered. And as you know, we have a lot of nursing program local, teachers needed, foster parents needed. So we are a resource for the overall community if they need a safety certification for either their foster care or their nursing school requirements. We are there for our community, and we run those courses year-round.
Oh, and I will tell you, because my children go to summer camp, that you all have a wonderful reputation for just having a keen eye on everything that's going on, and are very diligent with everyone's safety that's there. So as a community member, I thank you, for all of that. Now, you mentioned earlier that you do some swim meets, or that the Buenaventura program offers some swim meets. I was able to go to one of those recently, and I was amazed. There are people coming from everywhere.
They're out of state, throughout California. On the larger meets, we'll have upwards and over 1,000 people a day. So we'll have, 800 to 1,000 athletes participating, but with that comes, grandmas, grandpas, siblings, parents, and if you're not a swimmer and you haven't been to a swim meet, come visit one. We are, it's open to come check out, but a swim meet is not like a soccer game. You're there for an hour and then you leave. A swim meet is you get there at 6 o'clock in the morning, and if you have different age group kids, you're there until 8:30 at night. They set up their canopies. They have little, we call it Tent City, and they're there. The good thing for Ventura as a whole is with the swim meets, they're typically minimum 2 days. Some of our meets are 3 days, and then we have a very large meet in June that's 4 days. So that means these out-of-town visitors are coming and staying and eating and going downtown and staying in our hotels, and they just absolutely love Ventura. Our site, our hosting site, is completely different from other swim meet venues. other sites, you know, it's 110, and they're sitting there from 6 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night in hot weather. Here we have the coastal breeze. You know, if they get off in the afternoon, they run down to the beach, and the families are getting to piggyback family vacation time with, you know, this qualifying swim meet.
So not only are you serving our community and safety needs that were missing since the 1930s, you're actually driving the economy of Ventura through tourism through these meets.
Absolutely. The tourism through the meets is huge. Not only with the swim meets, but we host for Ventura College several large water polo tournaments that run the course of a couple days. We have done junior water polo girls, which was not only Ventura, but it was all of Ventura County.
Wow.
So these families were driving from one site to another site over the course of several days, and we always receive the highest praise, not only for the Ventura Aquatic Center, but Ventura as a whole, from the dining experiences to the promenade to, you know, shopping. So families return. Families get to pick what meets they sign up for, where they register their kids. So when we're hosting our June meet, you know, there's other options. There, you know, down south, Irvine, other pools, you know, Santa Clarita, and families, you know, teams will choose to register here so they can have, you know, a nice, enjoyable experience over those grueling 4 days of swimming.
Yes, yeah. Well, not only does that speak very highly of Ventura, but of your staff too. I mean, because there are so many behind the scenes things that go into place to making something like that go for 4 days straight, beginning at 6 in the morning. So thank you.
Yes,
thank you for that, because that is huge for all of us.
Well, and for the staff, it is them, and I hear from the vendors, not only the participants, the athletes, but then we'll have like rows of vendors, and the vendors have personally told me that our staff are the most courteous, the most generous, the most helpful. So the vendors also get to bid on what meat that they're going to sell their merchandise at. And I've heard from numerous vendors over and over again how great the crew is that works at the Aquatic Center, and that is all them.
Yeah,
so
that's
great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're running short on time, but I know I could probably ask you tons more questions. I've heard that our pool is one of the fastest and so on. But if I want to find out more information, how do I find out more, Stacey, on what you have going on?
Always come by, just pop in. Our doors are open. I do work from there, and I have a coordinator that also works there, and the staff's very helpful. Online, cityofventura.net/aquatics brings you right to all of our information, and then always call. Our number is 654-7511.
Awesome. And then I'm sure you do social media too.
We do. We have a Facebook. Ventura Aquatic Center is on Facebook.
Great.
And we always respond. We always post what's coming up. We're on Twitter, but mainly for closures and unexpected announcements to our lap swimmers and water exercisers. So we really have something for all ages, from 0 all the way up. So
I did see bobbing for pumpkins recently. That looked kind of fun. That was a Facebook thing I think I saw. But well, Stacey, thank you so much for spending some time with us and educating us on the Aquatic Center and the offerings for our community. And I want to thank you for joining us today at Our Ventura TV, and until next time, I'm Marlyss Auster. Thank you very much.